The Mpumalanga government is thinking about closing several initiation schools, and that's after a series of deaths. The number of initiates who've died in Mpumalanga has now risen to 27. To talk to us more about this issue, I'm now joined in studio by ANC spokesperson Keith Khoza. Mr. Khoza, thank you very much for joining us. Do you think we should be closing down these initiation schools?
Well, we think that it's a proper approach that has been taken by the Mpumalanga government, that the matter be investigated to establish what led to so many deaths during those initiations, and that the outcome of that investigation should be quite instructive to us what needs to be done. But in the past, we have indicated that when people go for initiation, proper planning has to be done with the health department, just to ensure that if there are complications, there is a medical staff at hand that can deal with these complications.
So, do you think that these schools should actually be closed down with immediate effect?
No, they should not be closed down. It's an emotive issue, it's a sensitive issue, because it's about people's beliefs, it's about culture and so on. And once we try and close this down, we would be starting a new problem. We think that traditional leaders should be engaged in this regard. The Department of Health should be involved, but the police are already involved because they're investigating these deaths. 27
people have lost their lives, and we've heard from the Health MEC saying that she couldn't get directly involved because of her gender. This is obviously becoming a lot more complex than what we saw initially.
Yeah, and that's why we've said over and over again that while we do not say people must not practice their traditions, we at the same time are saying we should be mindful that many young lives get lost unnecessarily so. Because if you look at some of the incidences that somebody was dehydrated, a simple thing as rehydration would have helped to save somebody's life. So we think that it should be done properly. Precautionary measures should be taken. The circumstances and the location where these things happen, it should allow for intervention where necessary.
Do you think that the health department in Mpumalanga has failed?
Well, we don't know, because the investigation will tell us what happened. Because if they were not informed, because if we rush to blame, we can blame them and find that they were not informed or they were prevented from assisting. That's why we say let the matter be investigated and let the outcome be instructive in terms of what needs to be done, not only in Mpumalanga, but anywhere else in the country where these initiations take place.
Mr. Khoza, do you think that the Health MEC candidate Mashego Dlamini should resign because of what she had said, because she couldn't get involved because of her gender? Do you think that it is creating sort of a complex scenario for initiation schools, and also the role that the Health MEC can play in the scenario?
Well, it is a matter that Mpumalanga would have to deal with, because they would understand the circumstances better. We've never been intricately involved in this, safe to say what the reports that we have received, but they would know better, and we believe that based on what happened, they would make a better judgment on what to do.
Are you worried that there'll be more deaths down the line?
We need to prevent that, and the intervention has to come in now. We can't keep losing young people because of negligence or because of technicalities that can be avoided.
Mr. Khoza, great to speak to you. Thank you very much for joining us on eNCA this morning. Much appreciated for your time, and that was ANC Communications Manager Keith Khoza joining us this morning. And for now, though, let's recap our top stories.
News that moves. eNCA.com.